Star TV. Innovative content, global audience.
Some things that are supposed to be carried out properly. My name is Maryval. Is a reaching live from SRTV studio in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and I have with me here on the show.
Mykael, Deborah, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
Very well.
Okay, first of all, Mykael, Deborah, when you hear the word law and order, what comes to your mind?
Well, first off, laws are principles that have been set, or let's say rules and regulations that have been laid down for people to follow. Then order, I know that order is like a particular instruction that has been given out to set of persons or set of people to carry out. Then carrying out that particular instruction is that you're obeying the order of that area.
Okay, and our topic for discussion is divorce. Divorce, like it's been everywhere. You see a lot of people get married within 3 months, and they're divorced already. And today we'll have a lawyer as a guest that will be telling us more about divorce. You get some procedures you get that are supposed to be met before you say, okay, I want to divorce. If you just get married just within a month and you're no longer married, or what are the things that are supposed to be done according to the law terms, right, in our country, Nigeria, before you call for divorce? Okay, I think we have our guest already in the house to talk to us about divorce and also the implications of it. Good afternoon, Mercy. Her name is Mercy. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
Fine.
Okay, today's topic is divorce. We really want you to tell us more about divorce according to the law terms.
Okay. So when what does it mean to divorce? Divorce is a formal ending of a. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
very well.
Okay. Divorce is a formal ending of a marriage. It is more permanent than a separation, and it involves legal process. If you get divorced, that means the marriage is officially over. So that's just what it meant by divorce. Divorce, that means you have to go to court and legalize it, like the both parties are no longer interested in the marriage that was conducted.
Okay, like what I wanted to find out is, some people get married within a month, they are done with the marriage, right? Why some
Mm-hmm.
within a year or two. But I want to know, is there a particular time frame you stay before ending the marriage or dissolving the marriage?
Yeah, yes, yes. According to section 15 sub of the MCA, like 2 years.
So if you're not married for up to 2 years, you can't legally go to the court and say you want to
You
divorce your
can, but you have
marriage.
to seek leave. You have to
Okay.
seek the leave of the court. Yes, you can actually.
Because what I'm asking is, sometimes you see people get married in 3 months, they are done. And I was like, I think there should be law and order as regards this marriage thing. You don't just after the wedding, you're
Just say
done
you
No,
like
no, no.
that.
It's not after the wedding, but before you can file divorce, when your marriage is not up to 2 years and you have not proven that the marriage has broken down irretrievably, you have to seek leave from the court, and if your leave is granted, then and you give reasons for filing such an application.
Okay, now talking about reasons, what are some of the reasons you feel should be enough for people to file for divorce?
To file for a divorce, okay, intolerability, when the marriage has not been consummated, living apart for a period of 2 years, and many more, desertion, and many more.
Okay, so what
Mm.
about most times people feel like it's when domestic violence is involved. That is
And
when they
that's why
feel.
intolerability of the other party's behavior. When his behavior is no longer, you can no longer tolerate the other party's behavior, probably domestic violence. You are seeing some kind of attitude, um, insecurity, adultery, fornication, you're already seeing some attitude that you can't live with again, that you can't tolerate again. So just have to file your divorce and let everybody go their separate ways.
That's cool. Okay, so what about, like, for example, there's this saying that when people divorce, they tend to share their property. Yeah, this thing
Property
like
sharing.
what the white people do. So what about here in Nigeria? Do we practice same law?
Actually, not really.
Even with the
Unlike,
court that happens.
yeah, okay, what happens in Nigeria is once a person is divorced, now, first thing is the custody of the children. Who wants to be with the children? Who will be with the children of the marriage? So anybody that is granted the custody of the children, the other party will be paying for the bills and every other thing that is asked by the other party for the children's school fees, the feeding and everything. But in other countries, once they are divorced, the property they will share it into two. But in Nigeria, it's not really like it's not done that way. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
We are not
So
like Western countries that immediately you are divorced. In Western countries, those ladies they even like divorce because once you are divorced like this, your property is no longer your property. It will be divided equally among the both of you. Either you contribute or you not contribute. But in Nigeria here, if you both contribute jointly to a property, there's a way they can do it. But mostly what they do is the money from the for the feeding of the children, to care for the children, and so many things like that, and to for maintenance and so on.
wow, I think I learned from this one because a lot of people tell you that the reason they do court marriage is once the marriage is being dissolved, they share the properties into
Into
two.
two.
But I never knew that the Nigerian system is totally different from that. So for people
Mm.
that get married, maybe you want to get married to a rich person, and in your mind you have it
So
that
that
is a contract in your heart. After 2 years in this marriage, you're definitely going to dissolve it. I hope you guys are learning from this. It's actually not done that. I think I learned from this one, and it's really cool. And I was asking someone this question yesterday. Now, what about people that the only thing they did was traditional marriage? There was nothing like white wedding.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing like
Mm.
wedding. So what are we calling that one
Statutory
again?
wedding.
Yes. So we they be able to come to court and say, okay, we want to dissolve this marriage, even though
go to the
they
court.
didn't go to the court when they wanted to get married, or just the tradition in the traditional way. Is it done that way?
Actually, somehow the thing is, for people that conduct customary marriage, to do you know that customary marriages are, yes, they can go to customary court and settle. Yes, they have the right to.
Okay, they have the right to, right?
um
I
we
was
have
thinking,
customary court.
okay, I was thinking it's just for people that conducted this thing, the white
No,
wedding,
no.
the court wedding. Okay, there are a lot of reasons people divorce. Some people tell you when you don't have a lack of support from
The other
From
side.
family,
the
when lack of conflict resolution, lack of
mm,
interest in one person, when you just feel tired.
Tired.
But I still feel like that to some extent tolerance can still be married. When you feel like that period has come in your marriage, when things are not going as it used to be, it must not always be rosy. So when things are not going as it's supposed to be, I feel like at that point you still need to just be patient because the rate of divorce is too much. So
yeah,
sometimes
yes.
you people working in the court, it's not like I'm trying to talk to you like this, but you people, why are you always granting divorce? Why can't you see reasons to tell them
The,
this?
th- the thing is, before a divorce is granted, there's always a period of reconciliation between the parties. Like the lawyers will try and settle the differences between the parties, but there are some parties that it will work for, and there are some that they will tell you that it can no longer work. So
I,
it's better to save your life than ending your life because of marriage, if it will cost you your life.
so courts really even try to settle them. I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah, yes,
no, they want
yes.
to court to start preparing the papers for them. I want like this.
I also
Like
want to.
even before the lawyer can can before a divorce can be granted, the lawyers would have gone through the reconciliation process between the parties, like the both lawyers for the parties, try and settle the differences between the parties. But if it is not working, they will report back to court that reconciliation is not working between the parties, and there's nothing they can do about it. They've tried. And the next is to just dissolve them, let everybody go their separate ways.
Okay. So I want to ask another question. Separation
Okay.
and divorce. What's the real difference between the two? Because sometimes we
Yeah.
mistake separation for divorce.
Okay. What divorce involves separation. It's come. Okay, you know what? You know separation. The both party can still come back together. It's like they separated for some period of time. Like they will start living like neighbors in the same house. They don't have any rights for each other. They don't do anything for each other. But hoping that something will change and they can still come back as couple. But when you talk about divorce, the marriage is brought permanently to an end.
Wow.
Like the ex-couple is allowed to remarry after the marriage decree needs say has become absolute. So, but for separation, the both parties can still come back. Probably if they are they they if they reconcile them back together, like by talking to the parties that you people, this marriage can still work and they agree for the marriage to work, they can come to back together. But divorce, they are going, everybody is just going. It's a permanent thing. The marriage is brought to an end permanently.
Okay. So
Mm.
I would love to find out what are the processes that somebody can take to get this divorce to be granted.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to prove what is under section 15 sub 2 of the MCA, those facts that there's only one ground for divorce, that the marriage has broken down irretrievably after 2 years of the marriage. But there are some facts that you have to prove. It can either be non-consummation of the marriage, intolerability. So if you're able to prove one, not all, one of these, then you file your process to court. You petition, like is the petitioner now, the person that wants to divorce is called a petitioner. So the petitioner will file a petition and some other things like the reconciliation, the marriage certificates too. There are so many things that will be filed, that will be concluded to the court, and will be served on the respondent, which is the person that wants to be the other party. The other party too will reply like that, like that, like that, and the both of them will come to court and give witness why they want to tell the court the reason for their divorce and so on and so forth like that.
Okay.
Okay, so but I want to ask you this question. Okay, are you supportive of divorce in marriage, or you think people should stick together no matter how difficult it is if they can work it?
Uh, Actually, as I'm not in support of divorce, but I think that for if a marriage can no longer work between two parties and it will cost that other party his or her life, I will better tell them or advise them to just go for a divorce, because what's the point of the marriage that you are in that is not working, or the marriage that you are in and every day there's domestic violence that may cost you your life at the end of the day. So as long as I'm not in support of divorce, but if it's getting to the point of you losing your life,
Okay,
it's
and this
better.
is back.
Hmm?
Okay, continue. Can I hear you?
Okay, so you were not hearing me before. I said as far as I'm not in
That
support of
marriage
the.
law or than divorce in
Mm,
marriage. I think educate us more on it, because at
Yeah.
first I was having that knowledge of, okay, maybe if it was a traditional marriage, you can actually just dissolve it in a traditional way, by the normal way they do
Call the
it,
kinsmen and
returning the
everything.
bride price and
yes, you can return the bride price too, but that's another process. But do you know that some people they are still adamant and everything? They will tell you that that one is not enough or something,
really.
just to make it legal and official.
Did they get married in court? Why then I'm still laughing. I said, okay, at first get married in court if that's
Yes.
actually the stuff. Okay, I think we have some videos of domestic violence because me the one I can tell you I support in 100% is this domestic violence of a thing. It's really not funny. You see some sad videos of domestic violence that is in playing right now, and I want us to see it and see if truly this one is worth divorce or is something
You
that the
should
people
stay.
can actually endure. Viewers, see this video.
Like I didn't get your question.
No, I just want to see this video. Just so that we'll see this video.
Okay, okay.
Wow. Now, you see, the sad thing is sometimes this stuff happens most times in the presence of their kids. So, what do they want their kids to emulate from them? The divorce. It happens in the presence of their kids, and they really don't understand that. Now, the female child is seeing this, the male child is seeing this, and they grow up with this mentality. Some might even feel like it's a normal thing to get a wife. You understand what I'm saying? So if you tell me that is domestic violence enough reason for divorce, I can tell you that I support that 100%. But there are some things that I can tell you, okay, this one's okay. Let's see if we can actually endure. You get, let's see if we can actually work these things out because at first when you're getting married, there's never a time you think you get married to a perfectionist or getting
Nobody
married to
is perfect. I
someone
know.
that is perfect. So there must be that flaws in the person. There must be ups and downs. So it's just the ability of you trying to understand them. Sometimes you see couples quarreling because of food. You get, you didn't keep money for food. You didn't keep. It's really embarrassing sometimes. You get, and I think because of food, can food really be a reason to leave a marriage? You get, financial problem is another thing. Financial problem.
Financial problem
So I feel
is
like most times if people want to get married, they should have
sit
some
down.
discussions, sit down, agree on this particular thing. This is what I can tolerate in marriage. This is what I cannot. This is what I can take. This is what I cannot take. You
Yeah.
understand? It's important.
And in addition to what my colleague is saying, um, one thing with marriage is that it's the joining of two imperfect people. So you help me wash myself, and I help you wash yourself. That is what marriage is all about. But if it's concerning domestic violence, I would tell you please leave the marriage. But if it's over little issues, please sit down and talk about it. I heard something the other day that some characters come up when you get married. Now you won't even know that you have such characters till you get married. They now come up. But in that scenario, what you do is okay, this is not how you were before. Why are you behaving this way? At least sitting down to talk things out can actually trash out so many issues.
Conversation is
Yes,
very
conversation
important.
is important.
When there's no conversation, that's where there will be problems because you keep these things in your mind, you are not communicating, you're not expressing yourself. So if you don't communicate, how will I know what you have in mind? If I don't know that you're angry, how can I apologize? You
It's
get,
impossible.
so these things are important. Okay, viewers, I want us to go on a quick break and when we come back, we still have some things to talk about divorce, reasons for divorce, and why and when you understand people should die for divorce. and how to do these things accordingly. You cannot just divorce with the word of mouth, say, I am done. You're not just done. You cannot just say, I'm done in marriage and
What
that's it.
are you fooled?
There are procedures for this. How are you following these things up? Are you doing it in the right way, or you're just following it on your own terms? Don't go anywhere. If you are, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let us
SRTV Logistics is here. Are you into a restaurant business? We are here to help you move your goods from one place to another. If you're moving your goods out of the country or within the country, you can come to us.
trust us to handle your deliveries with the utmost care and professionalism, ensuring your items reach their destination safely and on time. Don't settle for anything less.
We're part of the global supply chain of helping goods to move from one point of origin to the point of consumption according to the needs of customers. You can contact us with the numbers on the screen or email us at logistic@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Welcome back, viewers, from that quick break. We're still on the show Law and Order, and our topic for discussion is divorce. When and how and why do you think it's right for people to divorce in marriage? Do you think hearing side talks from outsiders, hearing gossip from outsiders is enough reasons you get to divorce? Or do you think it is more to you really understanding your wife? It is more to you really having patience. You see, like I wanted to use this Israel marriage for example. Like I think he got separated with the wife, and he was like, she returned the bride price through maybe through the bank, like transfer. So it was like things are not done that way. You cannot return the bride price through transfer. We are supposed to do these things traditionally the way it was done when I paid the bride price. And you see, that is one important um reason for this show, because you get to understand that divorce is not something you just stand up one day because you're no longer interested in the marriage. You just lose interest. You know that sometimes it's because of lack of interest that make people to divorce.
Yeah.
I don't know if our guest is still there on the show. Do we still have her on the show?
Yes.
Okay, I said, you know that sometimes it's because of lack of interest that leads to divorce. You feel like you don't
Mm.
find this interest anymore.
Yes.
You
Yes.
need someone better. So that's why I say one of the reason or important reason for the show is we need to know when you get and why people should divorce. You don't just stand up and say you want to divorce. I was citing an example of, I don't know if you heard when I was talking about Israel and his wife, the one that trended on the net, when he was saying that you cannot return my bride price you get
Okay.
through SMS. So maybe she actually did a transfer of whatever
Yes,
money
yes,
he paid.
yes, cool.
So he said it was supposed to be like going back with the elders to return to
Yes.
like the same way he paid. So I feel like
Everything.
a lot of people want to get married, yes, because people are getting married. Not really everybody are prepared for marriage. Not really everybody understand the in-depth or have in-depth knowledge of marriage. They just want to get married.
They're preparing for
And
wedding.
once they feel like it is not rosy, it is not going the way they felt like or the way they pictured it. So they stand up and say they don't want the marriage. Again. That is why I asked you this question, that is it when people come to the courts and say we don't want to get married, they want a divorce. The court just sign the papers for them and tell them to divorce.
No.
But they don't understand that court even try to see if they can actually settle them.
differences.
But maybe when it's not working, you can't really force people to stay in marriage. That is when so I believe there are a lot of people that have the same idea or having the same knowledge as me, thinking that maybe when you just go to the court, court will just say, okay, the man, the groom, you don't want again, the bride, you don't want again, you don't want the marriage again. Okay, let's end it here. But it's actually not
No
like
way.
that. Yes, it's actually not like that. So before you go, what do you have to say to the viewers before leaving? Because I actually enjoyed the way you educated us on the show. So can you just have one final word to the viewers before we let you go?
Okay. Like, I would just tell people out there that before they go into marriage, they should actually know what they want. Not because your friend is getting married, you want to jump into marriage. Because marriage has a lot of things, and you're not even married to someone that is perfect. Everybody is not perfect. You are just trying to be. It's not that you just wake up one day and you tell yourself, I beg, I'm not interested. I don't think I can cope with this man again. It's not like that. It's not easy. Divorce is not as easy as you think because there are process and there are procedure to it. So I will encourage young ladies and young men out there to try their possible best to know what they actually want from marriage. Not because, okay, this girl is beautiful, tomorrow she's ugly, I'm done. I've seen another beautiful girl that I want to go for. No, it's not like that. Prepare your mind and be ready for the marriage. Don't just jump into it because your friends are getting married.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks
you're
for
welcome.
the show. Thanks for being on the show and teaching us more about divorce, the process, not just we thinking that is easy. It's really not easy. Do you know that there are people that actually fight for divorce and it takes time? I think some people like within 6 months they are still trying to divorce.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
do.
because I believe courts will actually ask them some questions. Courts actually it has to be the both people accepting. If for example you say no, I
Has
to
to accept
accept
it.
that okay, we are done. We're no longer interested in each other before this divorce will take place, right?
Yes. Okay, please, before you go, Barrister Mercy, I want to ask one final question. After divorce, how many
Mm-hmm.
weeks or does it take months again before the other party gets married, or you have to wait for a certain period of time before you jump into another marriage?
Yes. Yeah, once a party divorce, the party will be issue decree nisi. After 3 months of issuing the decree nisi, if there's no appeal or anything, the
Hello, Barrister Mensa, are you there? I think network. And this is actually an important question. We have learned from this. Okay, so as we were saying, you cannot tell me that because when I was getting married to him, he made me believe he's rich. You get, so it means the love was built on lies. He lied to me. He made me believe he's rich, and I entered into the marriage.
So I don't want to hear
Yes,
again.
so this is what I feel like. Yes, so this is what I feel like.
Okay. Thank you for being with us on this show for today. Bye.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft,